Hello guys. So today we have switched to the -4 UTC. Previously on India, I'm living in India, so many people know that I'm living in India. So it is going to be previously the NY session is starting at 8 o'clock, but now it is going to be on 7 o'clock. So it is -4. You have to change it to the -4. Trading view is going to do it automatically, so you don't have to do it again. Yeah, but right now what I'm watching, we have did a gap down. It is a big gap down also. I'm going to mark down the new week opening gap, the yesterday's closing. This is the yesterday's closing and today's opening. It will be the new week opening gap, and I will lock this thing. So because we are going to keep this thing for the entire week, and also not weekly. If you check the weekly, for now we have not created any wick on this candle. So what I'm expecting, like do something, do the just make like this price action. Price should go inside this new week opening gap and do the continuation to the downside. And in my in I have idea, like we do have a failure swings over here, and this fair value gap is more interesting. So I'm thinking we should draw to this in upcoming future. The drawn liquidity is like this. We have taken out this sell side liquidity and we was inside this small gap. So once we close the body on a weekly chart also, we are going to trade to this low and on this equal lows and also this fair value gap. Right now we are in a premium. If you check this low to high, we are in a premium, right? And also if you check the daily, this is the daily chart, and we have broken out this 50% of this week. So most likely we are going to take some kind of resistance from this area. And if you check this level, this is the minor buy side liquidity, this is the equal highs. So today today's what I am expecting in price action. If we have something like this, I will look for a trade. Okay, so I need to have a manipulation to the upper side before going to the downside. I'm going to mark down the premium. I'm going to mark down the liquidity. So it is going to be the session. It is going to be lunch hour liquidity. Uh, choose the buy side liquidity. Okay, so this is the buy side liquidity. Oh my God, where is the buy side liquidity? Yeah, so this is the buy side liquidity. I'm going to mark down the pre-market low also, the 845 low, pre-market market low. Now I'm going to mark down the London low also. So if you see, we have not made any significant low in a London session, and there is no manipulation happen. And remember one thing, we don't have a news on Monday, so the opening will be harsh. It will be the slow price action again because the overnight session has been expanded. But the good thing is the pre-market is in consolidation. This is what I'm saying. The London session low and yesterday's price action. I'm going to mark down this low. This is the PM session low, and I'm going to mark down the PM session high also, just in case the price is not respecting any bearish PD areas. PM session high. So we have marked down the main area, main liquidities. I will also sync this thing in whole chart. Yeah, okay, and sync. This is also the pre-market liquidity high. If you mark down this pre-market liquidity high, this will be the short-term high. And also if you see, we do have a failure swings. So there is a market structure shift over here. We retrace back to it, and we are taking support from this breaker. We have the inefficiency. Now what the most of the time what the price action is going to do, expand to the buy side liquidity. So just wait and watch. It rejected from 1 hour BC in London. 1 hour. Yeah, we have created the BPR, but the main thing is, if we are even flipping this area, let's say if we flip this area, then most likely we are going to look for the PM session high. Right now, what is the nearest draw on liquidity? For us, the nearest draw on liquidity will be the pre-market low and the London low. Just because the London has not make any significant low. Yeah, this is the reason. And also the Asia low is open. The only one thing I will not like it, that we we enter into the this consolidation and again we chop. By the way, guys, I'm going to do the big giveaway for the Lucid. Those who have not reposted this tweet, you have to retweet this thing. Then only I can do the giveaway. Let me share the link for you guys. And also, the Lucid is running the really good offer right now. If you have not buy the Lucid account, if you have not claimed the two accounts, then the 50K account is going to be on $65 only, and there is no consistency rule on funded accounts. Yes, sir. We have a failure since, if you check that, we do have a failure since this is the almost equal lows. If we have a manipulation to the upper side, we can easily target this equal lows. I have not checked out any MES. What the ES is doing. ES has taken out this low, and it was the 21 November. Okay, the Nasdaq also took this low. The DXY is doing. By the way, I share the DXY analysis in morning, and what I'm looking for, we do have a triple equal highs. This high is most likely it is going to run. If you check this, we was inside these two PD areas, the bearish one and the bullish one, and we created the inverse FEG on this. So basically we respected the two bullish fair value gaps, and we have a market structure shift over here. We have a expansion or displacement to the upper side. We have taken out the buy side liquidity, and we still have a failure swings over here and over here also. And what is the weekly? And weekly we have completely flipped this thing. So if the dollar is going to be a bullish, let's say, then the Nasdaq can easily drop down to the downside and fill this fair value gap and also reprice to this breaker. Because why this is the breaker? Because we have taken out the low and high. So if you check the this big dealing range, so we should tap to this breaker, and if we flip this gap and if we reprice to the downside, then we should go for this fair value gap also. And euro US CL today, I checked the CL in the morning. It was literally trading in a 119 points. I think it is just in retracement, because if the war is going to be continued, then I think the we are going to have the we are going to have the higher price in oil also. Let me check what is happening on this thing. On oil, if you check the monthly chart, we have taken out this equal highs, triple equal highs, the failure swings, and it was also the trend line liquidity, the trend line phantom liquidity, and we have filled this gap, and we did not fill this gap, the two upper one, the middle one. So if it was a retracement, then we are going to see the another one bullish candle for this fair value gap. I was not knowing the oil has hit the $240 as an all-time high in 2008. Yeah, 2008, July 8. Let me check the gold also, the GC. And if you see, we also we have closed the body about this 50% of this week. And let me check the daily. We are still inside this fair value gap, and we are taking a support from this order block. So if we flip this gap, then we are again going to target this high or this high. If we have a bullish structure on a 4 hour, okay, let's say we have a bullish structure on a 4 hour, and we have taken out this sell side liquidity or this sell side liquidity, and like this price action, it will be easy to target this equal highs, and we are going to flip these gaps, and we can look for the again for this 5400 level, the big figure, and you can look for the mid figure number also, the 5500. By the way, today my voice is really good, right? Thank you very much, bro. So let's check the Nasdaq only. We are going to open up in 15 seconds. Most likely we are going to target this high and this high only. Thank you very much, bro. So we have taken out the pre-market high, and okay, so we have taken out the pre-market high, and also if you check, We are also going to take out this high also, because if you see, this high has been made at 5:30, and it is yeah, it is a new week opening gap. The gap we have created after the Friday closing and the Monday's opening. So it is a new week opening gap, and that gap is really big. So whenever you have a big gap on a Monday, then the NY session is most likely it is going to be a good price action. And we have seen the consolidation in a lunch hour and the pre-market also. So I'm expecting the good price action on a like a reversal something like this and target this equal lows. And we are going to tap this opening range gap CE. Let's see. And also, if you check this low, we have not taken out in a RTH chart. So this low is going to be interested. It is the AM session low. Yes, the old AM session low, the 3 March low. So if you see the pre-market liquidity and the AM session low is almost in the same area. AM session low. Okay, it's 24,350. And if you check we are also above the 8:30 and also above the midnight. This is the midnight opening price. I need to change this thing to the -4 uh, because it is checking out. Okay, I need to change this thing -4. Okay, so we have did a manipulation to the upper side, and ES has not done it. If we have a change in state of delivery on ES, we are going to look for this low and this low for the London. What can happen if we are going to take out this high and reprice to the opening range gap CE? Okay, then it will be interesting. But if we completely flip this gap, then this gap is important, because if you see, we also align this thing with the pre-market high. It is the session liquidity. If we flip this gap completely, then we can look for this pre-market low as in liquidity. We need to wait and see how this gap is going to target, because the thing is we have closed the body above this opening range gap. Let's wait for the more information. I'm expecting something like this. No techno, you are not late. If we was not closing the body above this opening range gap, the lower quadrant, the 25%, then I was not expecting, means I was expecting, okay, we can get a reaction from this area only. Let's see how this fair value gap is going to hold. That is the main question. This is the bullish fair value gap still, and fair value gap. Where is the fair value gap? Okay, and we are still above this midnight. Okay, okay. Now I can confirm that we are going to go for this equal lows because we have a market structure shift inside this fair value gap, and also we have a minor change in state of delivery. Let's wait for the body closing. And also, if this 5 minute fair value gap is also going to get flipped, then it is going to be more interesting. This one. We have flipped this gap. Okay, it is going to be a IFVG, and also the most likely the 5 minute candle is also going to flipped and targeting this equal lows. The pre-market low. This is the pre-market low, the 850 low, and if we have a displacement, then we can also look for the London low as a target. Yes, I took an entry on this candle. Stop loss is above here and targeting this equal lows. It will be my first target, and on a 5 minute, if you see, we are going to have a change in state of delivery if we close the body below this. So it is going to be minor change in state of delivery, and this is the London low, right? The 3 o'clock low. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark down the equilibrium of these two liquidities. So the 24,277 will be the key area for me to book the another full partial booking or something like that. But 80% I'm going to book over here only. Yeah, I took a short entry. On a 5 minute, we have flipped this gap. This is the first signature after taking a buy side liquidity. This is all the failure swings. If you see, this is all the failure swings, right? Yeah, the London low is it can be the good target because if you see, we have a strong reaction after as soon as after the 9:30, and also on a ES we have a SMT. So the manipulation has been happened on in ES, and no, no, not in ES, sorry, in Nasdaq. The distribution is going to be on a ES. We are also taking this low and this low. We are also not respecting any kind of fair value gap. This low was important because why this low is important because before taking the buy side liquidity we have made this low, so this is the true market structure shift on a 1 minute and the 5 minute. By the way guys, please hit the like button if you have not clicked the like button. We reprice to this order block, breaker block. This is the 1 minute breaker, and I'm expecting one one bearish candle. This was the yesterday's AM session low. So I'm going to remove this thing, but you understand the context, right? What was the narrative and everything behind this trade? This low was important, right? So whenever you see the two liquidities and it is aligning in the same area, then of course you have to take a chance. And we was above the 830. We have taken out the pre-market high. This is the model one. Actually, this is my one of my model I am trading. And after having a SMT and just need some kind of confirmation on a 1 minute and 5 minute also. Only the 15 people has been like this live stream. Please hit the like button again. we are going to we are trading this order block right now. This wick will be the good area. Let's see. Expecting price should target this, attack this low, the pre-market low, this equal lows, and this low. This low is important because if you check, this low is only important. This is the 850 low after the 7 o'clock. If you put the 7 o'clock vertical line, this is the lowest low you are going to have it. And also the AM session low, this low. So you can keep the target over here or over here. You can book something also because, but I'm still thinking that we are going to hit this low. I'm expecting on this candle only that we break this low and attack this low, AM session low. On a 5 minute, if you see, we are getting reaction from this breaker, 5 minute breaker. Yeah, it can be. We just need a displacement and we have a good reaction. I want to see how the price action, how the price is going to, after taking this low, how the price is going to close the candle. This is the main question for me. Again, the price has created the equal lows. Okay, so we are inside this 5 minute fair value gap. It is the bearish fair value gap inside the breaker. So bearish FEG. and this is where the London low is, and this is the event horizon between these two uh, key areas. Okay, so I have taken out my first position on this pre-market low liquidity. So I have kept the one uh, only one quantity for this low or this low or the London low. Most likely, I'm going to keep the this as a target, 24,240. If price is going to do the continuation, I want to see how the price action is going to react on this fair value gap. Okay, and this low is not important because if you see there is no liquidity on RTH. So for me in my trading, what I do, I always refer the lows and highs that are in a RTH because those are going to be on a AM session or the PM session liquidity, and those are the highest draw on liquidity in terms of hierarchy, in terms of liquidity also. So on a 5 minute, if we have a change in state, 15 minute, if we have a change in state of delivery, we are going to attack this low, the London low, and let me see how the candle is going to form after taking the pre-market. And right now we have a wick. I want to see the body. So do you understand the context behind the setup and everything? If even if the price is going to take this high, it is completely normal because I have taken out the 80% of my position on this pre-market low, and you guys know that I always take a major of my position at pre-market low only. You know how I trade, right? So just wait, and if we have a change in state of delivery over here, we can look for the another liquidity. Right now we have taken out the two liquidities, the AM session low and the pre-market low. I'm going to remove this AM session low, only going to keep the pre-market low. There is a bad signature. If you see, we almost flip this gap. Just checking because we are inside this breaker also. So I want to just see how the price action is going to react. Just this breaker. If this breaker is not going to hold, then it is GG for the day, and also we have took a one trade and it is in a profit. Just 63 people are watching me. Thank you very much, guys. 67. Thank you very much, guys. If you really like the live stream, you can hit the like button. And after repricing to the FEG on a 5 minute, if you are going to see, you're going to see the change in state of delivery. And whenever you have a big wicks, and if the body is closing below this wicks, then it is just another confirmation that okay, we are going to target the London low as a target. Thank you very much, bro. the wicks and tail is going to tell you the story also. That this is why I'm telling you, just observe the chart, how the price is going to react and everything. This fair value gap is also important. You know why? Because after taking a sell side liquidity, this is the fair value gap. Most of the time, what the market is going to do, if it is truly bullish, it is going to tap to this area and it is going to look for the higher price. But if we flip this gap with a strong displacement, then we have a failure swings again. What is the failure swings? Many people ask me, what is the failure swings? Check this. This is the failure swings. Yeah, the 3 minute, 5 minute, that is no problem. But yeah, sorry, thank you very much for telling me. But yeah, on a 5 minute also, we have it. Yeah, on a 5 minute also, we have a fair value gap. So if we flip this gap, let's say we flip this gap, and we also have on a 15, on a 3 minute, we have a change in state of delivery on a 3 minute, and we have a failure swings. If you see the failure swings, this low is not an important low because we have not did any kind of manipulation in London session. So let's wait for the this gap, and I will try to put it as an orange. Once the price has flipped this gap, we are going to think that we are going to have the inverse FEG, and we are going to look for the 24,277. And also, I'm going to put the Falcon point for you guys, how to use it. This is the -1, and I also like to use the -5 when the range is big. So the -5 is this one. So this area and this area is almost same. So I want to see the fail to this gap, and also we completely fail this gap also. We just need a closing body. Just need a closer in body. On a 5 minute, if you see, we have repriced to this FEG, and we have reacted on this order block or the change in state of delivery. And there is no SMT over here. If you see, I only check the SMT with ES. It is a low resistance liquidity run. Yeah, we need a confirmation more. We just need a confirmation because we do have a change in state of delivery on a 1 minute. We just need on a 5 minute. Let me check the 15 minute also. If we close the body also, we are going to have a change in state of delivery over here. This one, because this is the high, this is the low before taking the buy side liquidity. That's why this change in state of delivery is the most important one. The 24,277 is the event horizon. Many people does not know what is that level, but you just have to put the 50% of the two liquidities at a 50 at a, you just have to calculate this low and this high. It is the pre-market low and the London low, and because this gap is big, that's why you have to put it this event horizon. Most of the time you're going to see the retracement area over here. You can book something at this price if we have a displacement to the downside. And also on a 5 minute, if you see, we have a good closing with the body, right? So, and also we are flipping this gap. So what is the nearest draw on liquidity? This London low is the nearest draw on liquidity for us. And this sell side liquidity, I don't know who changed it. I need to lock this. 24,240 is this low. We don't have any up close candle on a 5 minute. I'm just going to switch to the 3 minute. I want to see how the this order block is going to react. My stop loss is over here. It is my trailing stop loss. So even if the price is going to take out my stop loss, I really don't care. So this is how you have to manage your position. On this IFG, my entry was on this IFG. After taking the buy side, the sell side liquidity, price is really not creating any fair value gap. We don't have any fair value gap over here. If you see the so most likely this can be the stop run, and we are going to see the displacement to the downside. And I want to see how this 3 minute order block is going to react. This high is important for me, and this FEG is also, and this is the breaker. This is the 3 minute FEG plus 1 minute breaker. I want to see the displacement to the downside. There is no gap, so most likely we are going to take out this low. I'm just expecting that this is just a reaction after taking a sell side liquidity, and we just tap to the fair value gap. If we have a change in state of delivery over here, then it is going to be problematic. But yeah, if those who have not taken out any position, those who have not booked anything on this pre-market low, you should check out your position. If ES is taking this high, let's say ES has taken out this high, and if we have a SMT, then we are going to think, okay, we have a manipulation to the upper side, and the distribution is going to be on a downside. This is what I'm going to think. Also, the 10 o'clock candle is going to start after the 30 seconds. Let's see. On a 5 minute, the only thing is we don't have any, we have not created any order block. If we close the body below this, and also I don't like the big wicks. Whenever the price is going to make the big wick, I really don't like it. On a 5 minute, we have traded back to this 5 minute fair value gap. We had a reaction again on this fair value gap. Whenever you have a gap, and if it is not closing with the body, you still have to use it. You just have, if the if it is a it is just an wick, you still have to use it. If once the price action has been if once the price is closing the body on this fair value gap, then you have to stop using that gap anymore. You can invert this gap unless and until this is the strong directional displacement. I'm still expecting the downside movement till this low, the 24,240. Once we taken out this low, means we are going to take a support resistance from this gap. Once we flip this gap and we are going to have the bearish order block, this is the change in state of delivery. We reprice to this fair value gap. I'm expecting that we are going to have a downside continuation. The only thing is I don't like the big wicks. Whenever you have a big wicks, it is going to be problematic because price is going to take out the buy side liquidity also and the sell side liquidity also in the same area, unless and until we have a fair SMT with ES. And this is the 5 minute. On a 5 minute, we can create this two bullish candle, and the third candle can be the bearish one. If we are expecting this as a retracement, we need to have a change in state of delivery again over here. Okay, so it has taken out my trailing stop loss, and I'm going to show you my trade also. So this is where I took a sell on this flip after having the market structure shift. Once price reacted to this, I took a sell. This was my initial target. This one, the pre-market low, and this was the trailing stop loss because we have taken out this sell side liquidity, right? So this was my setup for today. If you have not checked it, now the most likely the price is going to tap to this opening range gap C, because we have disrespected this gap, this breaker. We have disrespected this inverse FEG also, and now we are going to look for this buy side liquidity. Price is taking the support from this 5 minute gap. That's why I was waiting for that's why I did not mark this as an IFVG or either the fair value gap. So we have inverted this fair value gap. It become the IFVG, and this is the first. This is the first presented fair value gap. This one, the small one. Let's see how this fair value gap is going to trade. Because this is the BPR, this is the V-shape reversal also. I just want to see how this fair value gap is going to react, or it can be the just an order block repricing and go up to the upper side. On a 15 minute, we still don't have any change in state of delivery. You can see, yeah, we are, and this low, if you check this low we should target because we have created the 4 hour fair value gap. This low, this low, this is the 955 low. The price can again tap to this low because we have not created any fair value gap again, and we have inverted this two fair value gap. I want to see how if the price is going to tap to this fair value gap, this BPR or the balance price range, this high to this low. Just want to see how the price is going to react. It is going to take a support, it is going to take a resistance. After tapping this thing, I want to see the displacement to the downside because this is the V-shaped recovery or a V. Hello Trade X. Hello, how are you? On a 1 hour, we just created the big wicks, and we are inside the. We get a reaction from this for 1 hour order fair value gap, and also from this order block. So after taking out the buy side liquidity and after tapping out the new week opening gap, most likely it has taken out the buy side liquidity, but it should go for the London low still. But we need to have a good structure on a 15 or a 5 minute at least before deciding any bias. On a 4 hour, we have this fair value gap after taking out the buy side liquidity. So most likely we are going to take this low and we are going to be inside this fair value gap. So we finally did this market structure shift again, and we are tapping into the 4-hour FG, the 24,313, this fair value gap. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark down the quadrants level for this thing. 24,286, this level we are going to look for. And most likely, if we are not going to tap this gap, it can be the breakaway gap also. On a 3 minute, we still respect this uh, gap, and we have a change in state of delivery again on this candle. After taking out this low, I'm expecting to drop down below and have a displacement to the downside. 24,286 should be the nearest to on liquidity, and the 24,240 can be the another target. This is just today's trade, those who have not seen. By the way, those who have not followed me on our X, there is the interesting news. Yeah, I'm going to host the 100K account, Lucid Pro, and on a next week it is going to be in a Lucid Pro 50K account, and another week it is going to be on Lucid Flex Eval 25K account. If I have a same trade as an ICT, then that means I'm a good student, right? So please follow this account, the Prof from PERK. We are going to host the 100K account for the Lucid Pro account. So yeah, and those who have not hit the subscribe button and those who have not liked the stream yet, you have to press that button. After taking out the pre-market low, okay, this low, everything become the low probability for me. It is going to be a delayed price action also. We can also do the new delivery at after the 10:30. This is where the new 1 hour candle is going to start. Once I have taken out my position over here, I'm done for the game. I'm not taking any setups or anything. Thank you, ACP. Thank you very much, bro. I used to run the previously the paid Discord, but I stopped doing it, and I'm completely sharing my knowledge on this live stream. You can check. I'm building the narrative. I'm also telling you what I'm looking for, which levels I'm looking for, which liquidity I'm looking for, and everything is beforehand. So there is no hindsight. And also I'm telling you where is my trailing stop loss, so you know what I'm looking for exactly, and in a real time. If anyone has any question, you can ask me now. Okay, and if you're going to look for the sell, you can look for this 24,286 as a target. This is the 4-hour CE, and this if we expand it to the downside with a fair value gap, you should look for the London low, because London low has not made any significant manipulation to the in a session. So that's why you have to look for London low as a target. Okay, if we have a displacement after the 10:30. Now I'm going to close the live stream, and please hit the like button again. So this video is going to be I'm going to get a more reach if you put the like button. This is the most important thing. So thank you guys for watching this live stream and be with me, and have a nice day. Bye bye. GG.